Olympic big air battle heating up. Who is going to make Team USA when it comes to slopestyle? This question needs to be answered. Hang along with me, and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of this thing and find out who will represent, who is going to be the four dudes to represent big air and slopestyle coming up in the Olympics in February in Milan. There it is. Let's get right down to the story. Okay, but here's the deal. First off, you got one guy that's already in, Red Gerard. So Red Gerard earned a spot last year by getting a podium position, and that put him in to make it so he doesn't have to even show up. Of course, he's going to show up, but he's already on the team. So that gives 3 spots. Let's get down to who these 3 spots are up between, and let's go over the complete thing. Okay? But remember this. My views are not the views of U.S. ski and snowboarding. I'm just a dude who loves snowboarding. All right, Jake Cantor. Let's talk about Jake Cantor. Okay, he has a chance to make the team. Now, remember this. Let me dumb it down here for you. In slopestyle and big air, you compete in both those events if you make that team. In halfpipe, for the USA and for other teams too, you just compete in halfpipe. And it's not like you just. But in slopestyle, it's a weird thing because slopestyle and big air athletes compete in both. And the way it's becoming now, in my opinion, it's a specialized field. I feel like the two need to be broken up at some point. And I want to see that happen. I want to see a U.S. big air team and a U.S. slopestyle team. That's how I think it should go in the future, and I bet it does. But right now, it's what it is. Jake Cantor, what has he done this year? 12th at Steamboat, 29th, Secret Garden, 7th in Calgary last year. That helps him out. Also, top 10 finish for him in Aspen. But Jake, basically, at this point, with only 2 more slopestyle competitions to come, big air done so far. It is done. So the only way to earn spots now is to try to do good in these slopestyle events. And he's got Aspen coming up, I think the 6th through the 10th of January. We'll be there. I'll be there for that. And then he's also got Locks, which is slope and pipe too. So those 2 right there are your last opportunities. So Jake's going to need to really make something happen in those last ones. All right, let's keep it going, right? Let's talk about this guy right here, Dusty Henriksen. Right? It's a pretty cool picture, right? That's I think, his blue steel thing he's got going on. So Dusty Henriksen, what has he done and what does he need to do, Brad J., to make the team? 30th at Steamboat, that hurt him right there. 43rd at the World Champs, but 7th in slope. That was 43rd in big air, but slope he was 7th. And in Calgary, 5th. So 2 solid finishes for him last year. But Dusty's kind of in the same boat with Jake. He needs to have a good, solid showing at these last two World Cups in slopestyle. Since there is no more big air, it is done. So a 7th and a 5th, that looks good. If he could combine that with a 3rd, a 2, or a 1 in slope in any one of these comps, that could really help his opportunity. Because remember, trying to fill 3 spots is what we're trying to fill. 3 spots. And Dusty Henriksen is trying to be one of those spots. Okay, keeping it going. Let's not slow down. Let's talk about Shaun Fitzsimons. Okay, he's a guy that you got to talk about because he does have a podium at the end of last year. So that's big. That's big because that's an Olympic qualifier. The last event, what he got that podium in, that was 3rd. He got 3rd in Aspen and slope. So a podium for him there. So that gives him a good shot. Steamboat, 16th, 18th at the World Champs. Hasn't had good results after that, but that 3rd really puts him in a good position. Is Shaun Fitzsimons can come out, and it's very similar. If he can come out and have a good, solid showing in Aspen and Locks, in slope, that really helps him out because he has that 3rd place finish. So very important, Shaun Fitzsimons' last 2 events. And look, we talk about Dusty. He has a 5th and a 7th. So that looks good. Jake has a 7th. So you have to it's close, man. It's too close to call at this point right now. Because you got to look at, then you got Judd Heynckes. This is ridiculous because Judd, he's been just secretly going along and getting solid finishes. Judd Heynckes has a 6th at Steamboat. Just happened last week. 6th at Secret Garden. had an 8th in Calgary, a 15th in Aspen. So Henkes is in control too as well. He's another guy. A podium in one of these next 2 events could really help his cause to be one of the 3 remaining spots to get on in. I mean, that's how close this is. This is close. And so you look at it and you go through. So let's keep going. We still got more guys to talk about. Let's talk about Brooklyn DePriest, right? Let's talk about him. Not even on the pro team at the start of the season. I think he might be by now. But Brooklyn started the season on the rookie team. We're talking the rookie team. And he's got a result. He's got a 5th at the Secret Garden. An unexpected 5th. I don't know if anybody would have called that. But you have to look at what he did. A 5th place for him at Secret Garden. So from the rookie team, and who's to say, what if he comes out in Aspen and drops some bombs and all of a sudden gets on a podium? How do you write him off? How do you write that guy off? You literally cannot with that 5th in Secret Garden because a young dude, 17 years old? Is that what he is? Watch out because it's coming down to the freaking wire, man. It's coming down to the wire. And the last guy I want to talk about. Now, at the start of the season, if you go back and listen to my other shows, check the receipts on it. Brad Stradamus predicted this. I'm telling you, this kid is the real deal. He came out. He did it in a big way at Steamboat. Got on the podium with some heavy hitters out there. Yeah, Simming wasn't there, but so what? Still 3rd place with some heavy hitters. What am I talking about, Brad J? Spit it out. Ollie James Martin is what I'm talking about, okay? That dude right there. No, that dude right there, Ollie, I think he's the younger of the ones. I think he's 17. But Ollie, 3rd place in Steamboat podium, World Cup. That means a lot. 3rd at the World Champs not that long ago. That means a lot. 4th place in Aspen last World Cup last year, just missing the podium. And then being crowned the U.S. national champ just last weekend. We crowned him in Steamboat. And so he is the U.S. national champ. So I'm really going out of limb, but I feel like this limb is pretty thick. I'm going to predict, I feel like Ollie, James Martin, and I don't have any inside scoop on this, I feel like he's going to make the team. I don't see how with the 3rd place at Steamboat, with 3rd at the World Champs, with 4th at Aspen, and being crowned the national champ, how does he not become the number 2 guy? I feel like he's got him. Red, then Ollie, then you got those 2 spots. Is it Judd? Is it Shaun? Is it Brooklyn? Is it Jake? Is it Dusty? Does Brock Crouch come out and slay one at Aspen and really make the U.S. team think? It's a lot to wrap your head around, but that's what it is because it all comes down to the end of the season too. And that's what's going on. We're here in Copper right here. We have Halfpipe coming up this weekend. We're going to report on all that the rest of this week. And then there's Halfpipe in Calgary. Then I'll be there in Aspen to report on Slope and in Halfpipe. And then we'll name most of the team on that January 10th. So there's a lot of team will be announced and who will secure spots by then because there is one more competition after Aspen, and that's World Cup locks and slope and pipe. So there you go. And then after that, you're done, man. It's the Olympics after that. So I'll keep reporting. We'll keep it going. Access Media Snowboard. Reporting from Copper Mountain. Subscribe, like, turn on, of course, notifications. And this is the Road to the Olympics with Brad J. All right, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the hill.